Hi, my tubies. It's Sheila True Love, as you know. What we're going to discuss today is when you have standards and you have requirements, you are going to have to be prepared to be alone for a little while. Okay? And as you know, I always like to do he said, she said, and you know who my favorite guy is, right? Who's my favorite guy? Okay, I'm gonna give you a chance to just process that and think about it. Who's my favorite guy? The one who's looking out for us women. Who? Derek Jackson. That's right. And we're going to talk about what he has on his video. It's called This is What Happens When You Raise Your Standards. Personally, me, I know that when you have standards and requirements, you're going to be alone for a little while. You might be alone, period. And that's what women are not trying to hear, you know. But like I said, do like I did, man. I got three good male friends. I went to Meetup. I got that Meetup app, and I found myself a Christian group, people who have the same values that I have, you know, and because when you have standards, honey, and you have things that you require in a relationship, it's going to take a minute, if you will, when it comes to, and the women are like, I don't want to hear that. All I want to do, all you're telling women how to do is you're teaching us how to be alone. No, I'm teaching you how not to be abused. I'm teaching you how it's better to fly solo and be amazingly freaking happy and content than be in a relationship and you're miserable. You have so many females who are married and they're lonely. That's all get out. They're lonely. They have a partner who don't like to talk, who don't communicate, who don't want to go anywhere except for be with a part of the couch. He become a part of the couch. They come into the house, and these females are content with that because at least when I come home, I'm not alone. There's somebody in the house. There's a body sitting in the house. This body that's sitting in the house, this is the way I see it. I don't know. I can't speak for you, but there's a body sitting in the house preventing you from, like let's say you meet somebody outside and he's mad cool and you want to invite him over. You can't because you got this body. No, you just limit all of your possibilities. You don't even have an option anymore. When you have this person sitting up there, you know what? Let's listen to what Derek Jackson has to say. Now, I'm serious. Listen up.
You talk a lot about having high self-esteem and all these different things about healing, but guess what? It makes us like basically end up single. What can we do about that? So let me just be 100% real with y'all. And this is going to be something that a lot of y'all probably don't want to hear.
Yep.
But that's one of the side effects of raising your standards where they should have been all along. One of the side effects of raising your standards where they should have been from day one is that it's going to be some prolonged singleness, at least relative to what you're used to.
You heard what he said? When you raise your standards, you're going to have a prolonged type of singleness because you have so many females out here who are willing to be doormats and like I think about my ex Narc. He had all of these freaking homeless street whores that he could pick up. You got the crackheads, the crystal meth, the heroin addicts. You have all of these dope smokers. Any female who's out there smoking, they call it weed, marijuana. No, honey. When you got a female out there who's a dope smoker because they go into that zone, check this out. What I've noticed myself. When a guy wants to pick up a woman today, let me tell you what their latest pickup thing is. Yo, how you doing? Yo, you smoke? The first thing they want to say, yo, you smoke? Because they know if you smoke, that means you let your guard down or you get inside this freaking crazy haze. Have I ever smoked marijuana? Yeah, I have. Have I ever been with a guy while I was under the influence of marijuana? I have. And let me tell you something about that thing. I met this guy and I was under the influence of marijuana. I brought him back to my house. This is one of those I had sex with this character. It was amazing. I felt such a connection with this guy because it was under the influence of marijuana. But the moment the marijuana was no longer in place, and I had to see him through sober eyes, no, there was no connection. But while I was under the influence of the drug, I felt like, oh my God, this guy is my soulmate. We connect. We see things the same way. We are, nah. But when you want to get healthy, or when anytime you want to start to be on God's team instead of Satan's team, all that stuff starts to change. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about, a lot of these men, they want to have women who smoke crack because we know that cocaine is a stimulant. And when a man knows that he can't stimulate a woman on his own, he wants to get her aroused, he wants to get her horny, he wants to get her going. He know he can't do it on his own. So he has to get her women who are smoking crystal meth or smoking crack, because the crack is, and the crystal meth is what is exciting her. It's not him. He's not exciting her. And she'd be like, oh yeah, baby, don't stop, keep going, daddy. Oh yeah, big daddy. Yeah, honey, that's the drug, sweetheart. Let's remove the drug and let's see how much she's going to say, oh yeah, big daddy. She's going to be looking at you when she's sober, talking about, oh my God, please don't touch me. No, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not feeling so well. And then even if she do push herself to have the sex with the guy sober, she finally realizes, oh my God, this guy ain't got no skills, man. He ain't got no skills. It was the drug that was exciting her. It was the drugs that was keeping her to say, big daddy, big daddy. Remove the drugs, honey. You're no longer big daddy. Are you kidding me? It's called, oh, please. That's why you see a lot of men who want women who are drug addicts. They want women who are full-blown alcoholics because they know that they don't have the skills to pull it off naturally. They know that this woman under the influence of drugs, she's going to lift her legs up in a certain way. She's going to do this and she's going to do that. It's the drugs doing it, sweetheart. They know it. It's never them. So when you have a man who wants to tell you, yo, so how you doing? Yo, you smoke? You know the nigga ain't got no skills. He don't have any skills in the bedroom. Anyway, let's continue to listen to Derek Jackson. Like he said, yo, if you have standards and you have requirements, you're going to be single for a little while. You really are. At the same time, you have to keep in mind that in the country that you're living in, there are so many more men out there in the world. And that's where women get all messed up in their head. They keep thinking that I'm never going to find anybody because nobody, the women who don't find anyone else, because like I told you, I have 3 men in my life right now. I have 3. And anytime I want to turn this from a friendship into a relationship, trust Sheila, true love, quality queen, I could flip this anytime I choose to. And the only reason why you have women who are talking about, I'm never going to meet nobody else, because those are women who are lazy. They don't go out anywhere. I always go to meetups. I love that meetup app. Okay? When it comes to Dell, I've always had Dell in my life for like 16, 20 years or whatever. And when it came to Steve, the new guy, and when it came to Rick was new. That's a new guy. You know what I'm saying? Rick is somebody I met on, where did I meet Rick? I think on the meetup app. He was moving from the Bronx, because I'm from the Bronx, and he's moving up here to Albany. I'm from Albany, so we had that in common. I would have never got a chance to meet this character if I wasn't on the Meetup app. And I wasn't on the Meetup app. Meetup is not for dating. It's not for dating. It's for going to the Madison Square Garden to check out the latest game. Meetup app is for, I want to go out to dinner, and I just don't want to eat alone tonight. I'm looking for companionship. because that's pretty much how it is with women anyway. Men, they look for sex. Women, we men want women for sex, and women, we look for companionships. Companionship. That's the way it is. Men are trying to hook up with you. The main objective is sex. When women are trying to hook up with a man, you know how we are. We want somebody we can go to the movies with. We want someone who we can go out to dinner with. We want someone who I could just go out to my meetups with and we can hang out. Women, we get hooked up with these guys, to be honest with you, let's keep it real. We're looking for companionship. That's not what these males of today are looking for. When they get older, I guess, yeah, when they get real old, then they start to look for companionship. That's why you see a lot of younger females dealing with these old guys, because you figure they're on the same page as you, and then now looking for companionship opposed to sex, because their penis is malfunctioning. They have erectile dysfunction all over the place. They can't keep up with you. So now they have been reduced to looking for companionship. That's where we started from, outside the gate. At the same time, it doesn't work. What do they call it? The May-December relationship? It don't work because he's sitting up here talking about stuff from ancient time and you're contemporary, and that's like we don't connect. Or he's sitting up here fighting this erectile dysfunction. He's taking Viagra, Levitra, Cialis. He's doing all of this. He has to look at porno in order to get his thing going. We have an issue here. And then you have a lot of females who are younger because they have a healthy sex drive. He can't keep up. He can't keep up. And then when she start looking the other way, you know what I'm saying? He's uptight. He's whatever. May, December relationships, 90% of them fail. It fails. You know? Right now, what am I into? I'm just open. I'm totally freaking open. The world is my oyster, and I'm looking. I told you already. Sheila True Love. I have dreams. I have goals that I have set for myself, and I don't have time to be with anyone who's a boy dressed up like a man. I don't have time for that. If Jehovah God and Jesus Christ see fit to bring the proper guy into my life, it's amazing. We're going to celebrate. I'm going to get on this freaking whatever, and I'm going to celebrate this with my Tubies and my Teletubbies, and I'm going to let you know, well, yo, girls, yo, I'm celebrating. We're going to celebrate this together, and God knows you will through your comments and all the above. At the same time, Sheila True Love, I have some freaking goals, and I have dreams. No. And I have my goals. Let me tell you, my goal is I already wrote one book. My goal is to get my second book out there. My goal is to have my books not just on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. My goal is to have my books published to get them in the library. Because when you think about Shakespeare, when you think about J. California Cooper, let's talk about that when we go into class. Shakespeare, he's dead. He's been dead and gone forever. He's been dead and gone for what? I don't know, centuries, if you will. At the same time, he's never dead and gone. He's still alive and well. Because that's what we study in school. Everybody knows Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, and I will forever be your Capulet. We always learn that in school. So Romeo, Shakespeare, even though he may be not here on earth, if you will, but that man is forever alive. And that's why I decided to write, the reason why I decided to write books is for my son and my daughter. So when I'm not here physically, they always have access to me, even though I may not be around on this earth, if you will, but they always could turn to a book to listen to their mom and see when I'm confused in life. I could always go to my mom and I could see the way she handled the situation and the way she saw things. That's why I really started writing books and created this YouTube channel. So when I'm dead and gone, I'm not really dead and gone. It's like Shakespeare. It's as if he were alive. That's what I'm telling my tubies. Come on now. You don't have time to be sitting up here dealing with these dusty nignogs. Where's he at? What is he doing? I gotta check his phone. I gotta look at his Facebook. Where's he on Twitter? Where's he on Reddit? No, we don't have time for that, sweetheart, because we have. We're going to be immoral. We're going to immoralize ourselves. We're going to make ourselves immortalize. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but yeah. So even if I'm not here in the flesh or whatever the hell, I'm always going to keep myself alive through my books. I have my book, Sheila. It's called Best Information Before Leaving Earth, Answers That Work. And I looked at the sales because every time somebody buy my book, I get a notification. Yeah, my book is selling pretty cool. So I guess people are really happy with what they're reading. Now, my next thing is I'm trying to get my book put in the library. You see where I have goals? And you also have to have things that you're looking forward to. Guess what I have to look forward to? My immediate thing right now. Joyce Myers is coming here to Albany, New York. I prayed about this. I was wondering, oh my God, I know she'll never get here. She's coming on May 17th and the 18th. Will I be there? Honey, front row and center. I have something to look forward to. I don't know if you guys know about Joyce Myers, but she is one of the most motivational spiritual speakers who, if you in your bed and you can't seem to get up out of it and you're depressed like, oh, get out. God knows I've been there when I was trying to heal myself through, God. I never knew about Joyce Myers because if I had known her back then, I would have healed way quicker. I would have healed quicker because she comes at you from a practical level and a spiritual level. And she's coming here to Albany May 17th and the 18th. Yeah. And she also have where they need volunteers, like people to help and all the above. Will Sheila True Love be? I'm going to be helping like you ain't never seen nobody help. But that's the thing I'm trying to say to you. You have got to have things that you look forward to. I look forward to my book, my second book, being published on Amazon. And I'm looking forward to Barnes and Noble's picking it up, Amazon picking it up. Yeah, I have things to look forward to. I also look forward to, what else do I have to look forward to? Because those are the things that you have a reason to get up in the morning, man. I mean, let's come on. When you get up in the morning, do you have anything that you're looking forward to? Do you have a vacation planned? I look forward to, I do have a vacation plan. I'm going to Massachusetts. Oh God, you're never going to believe why I'm going to Massachusetts. I'm going to Massachusetts because I know you've seen my videos with me and my ex-narc, Gregory Elliott, the guy I loved like crazy. He's in a nursing home in Massachusetts. He has Alzheimer's or somewhere where he don't remember half or nothing. I'm looking forward to, because his birthday is coming up. His birthday is May 9th. And I told him that I would be there for his birthday on May 9th. Will he remember that? Probably not. Has he called me and the nurses called me? Yeah, they did. And I'm looking forward to going to Massachusetts because when I see the state that he's in, and I want to go, because this is a verification and it proves to my tubies and my Teletubbies, look, you don't need to be sitting up here trying to get revenge on somebody. Or don't worry about karma. Because I always tell my tubies, check this out. Anytime you're trying to get revenge on somebody and you want to take it in your own hands, you need to dig 2 graves. 2 graves. because you need to dig his grave and dig yours, because every time you go out of your way trying to do this rotten stuff and you're trying to do that rotten stuff, you're going to end up hurting yourself also in the long run. So you might as well dig two graves. Oh, hell no. Put it in God's hand, because God knows how to hit them right when they are at their most vulnerable points, man. Greg is what, 66 years old now? He's 66. And even though he has Alzheimer's, guess what? He never forgot. He never forgot my phone number. He have these people from the nursing home call me. He has called me. He has forgot about his sister Robin, because he be sitting up there talking about Robin. No, he forgot everybody else's phone number, but guess whose number he didn't forget? Sheila Truelove. Will I be going up there on May 9th? Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Yeah, I will be. Yes, I will. Why? To be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you. Yo, just to see how karma works, and to see how I did care about the man. I love the man. Will I, like, if he's all, how you say, deteriorated, and if he's all like wearing diapers and Pampers, will I be wanting to help? No. I'm not going to do that. No. Do I care about the man? I don't even know. I can't even answer. I think I'm going mainly just to see how karma works. Yeah, I was the girl that you had. God gave you a blessing and then some. And you chose to just throw that away, yo, son. Yeah, I'm going. Just so I can see, this is how karma works. I think I might take pictures for my tubies so you can see how they end up. For real. This is craziness, the way they could treat empaths like you and me. God have given them a blessing. They hit the jackpot, and they still can't seem to appreciate that. I don't even know how to, I can't even put words to it. Anyway, let's go back to Derek Jackson. This is craziness, something I don't get. I don't understand it.
Friends and family may think is appropriate for you, per your age, per your whatever. You ain't got no kids yet. Oh, you got a bomb career, but you still ain't got no man. You got to understand, man, for so long, especially women, y'all have been trained to have somebody come and validate you by a certain age. Y'all have been trained that in order to be appropriate or approved, you got to have the kids, you got to have the ring on your finger, you got to have the man. No matter what it is on the inside, it's got to look right on the outside. So one of the side effects of raising your standards where they should have been a long time ago, especially in this world and on this dating scene, where a lot of standards still aren't where they should be, per what you're getting presented in terms of us brothers, let's be honest, is that you're going to be single a little bit longer, getting to that person that deserves you. Another side effect of being single is that now you're going to have to figure out how to manage your loneliness on your own. And when I say loneliness, I don't mean...
You heard what I said? Yeah, now that you have standards and requirements, yeah, you're going to be a little bit, how you say, single, because I don't want to say alone, because people automatically associate being single with being alone. Just because you're single don't mean you're alone. You have friends, you have family, you have your loved ones, you have hobbies, you have interests, you have goals, you have dreams. Like right now I'm making this video, and I came from work. I can't imagine coming home to some man in my house. I have my roommate, okay? And my roommate right now, she's in the military for a minute, but she still sends the rent money, and she's still back cool. At the same time, I come home to my cat, and then I had also Rick. Rick was here because he needed a place to, why he makes this transition from the Bronx coming up here, because his job relocated up here. He's from the state, and he works for the state, I work for the state. Yeah, and it's whatever. But people automatically think that just because you're single, that means being alone. God, that's not true. I'm at the stage right now, let me tell you, my tubies, where I can come home, and there's no one here. The first thing I do is I greet my cat, love my kitty, Oreo, his name is, because he's black and white. I take off all my clothes, everything except for my bra, we got to keep the bra on because we don't want gravity to take over our breasts. We don't want them hanging down to our navel. So you take off and you be butt naked, butt ass naked. And I do that when I come home. And it feels amazing. I go in the kitchen, I feed my cat. I can sit up here and look at my freaking movies that I got lined up. I can make videos. It's just so liberating. I can do whatever the hell I want. But a lot of the times, because I told you that I have my Tuesday meetings at my Christian meeting. So there you go. I automatically have companionship, like women want. Company, you're not alone. And on Tuesdays at 7:30 to 8:30, I have my Christian meeting. And then on Thursdays, we meet at the Starbucks coffee shop where we just hang out and we study from the Bible. We do like a chapter, like Acts chapter 16, and then we have questions for discussion, and that's what I do. And then on Sunday, I got my Christian meeting that I go to from 10 to 12:30. And after the Christian meeting, we always have these potluck things where we always meet at somebody's house, and everybody you bring the chicken, you'll bring the mashed potatoes, we do potluck, and that's how we do it every Sunday, not every Sunday, every 2 weeks, like every other Sunday. So you see, you have fellowship. You're not alone. And then I also have Steve. I have Rick. Rick is that's a walk in the park. That's something. And then I have Dale. Dale is my Italian stallion who have always been there for me, financially, emotionally, mentally, and all the above. You know, the only and when he saw me with my ex-husband, he cut me off. When he saw that I was like still hanging out with him or dealing with him, he cut me off. But that's okay. I let him know I don't deal with him. I'm divorced. I got Dale back in my life. We're good. Dale, for me, I love the guy like crazy. He just drinks a little too much for my taste. You know, I don't have no problem. I drink. Actually, I made a video why I don't drink anymore because it was giving me IBS, that irritable bowel syndrome. So I had to let the drinking go. And I don't do drugs, but that's okay because I'm a natural. You know what I mean? But the thing is, yeah, with Dale, why didn't I marry him or move him in? He's single. He drinks too much. The thing with Dale is when he drinks, this man will spend money like water. And if you're a girl who is not a Christian, you would take advantage of this guy. He's Italian. His whole family has money. Everybody got money all over the place. There's freaking money. So he don't care about how he spends money. At the same time, I'm not going to take advantage of that. I've been friends with this guy for 15, 16, 20 years. I don't know. We've been friends like that because I don't take advantage of him. And he knows that. And then we got Steve. Steve, what about Steve? Steve is someone who I made the mistake of having cocktails with. And yeah, Steve, he has some sexual things that he likes to do. I am so not into that. And I don't care how much I drink. I'm so not into that. At the same time, he's good to keep as a friend. So I keep my 3 male friends, and then I have my women, females from my women's Bible study group, and we good. And I met these women and all these healthy relationships from the Meetup app. Get on your phone, go into your Google Play Store and get Meetup. And then you're going to have to do, answer the questions and blah, 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 whatever you're interested in. It's not, let me put emphasis on this. It's not a dating app. I'm going to say that again. It's not a dating app. Meetup is amazing. You never have to be alone again, ever. You never have to put up with people shunning you and people treating you like, oh, they don't have time for you. That's no problem. Really? Is that how you feel? No problem. Get on your phone, blah, blah, blah. See what's going on for Meetup for that day. Baby, you good. Let's go back to Derek Jackson.
desperation. I don't mean that you are desperate, you need somebody, you're nothing without somebody. I mean, at times, you're going, just be honest. At times, you're going to be missing companionship from anybody. Like, you just miss that person that you can cuddle with. You miss that presence that you can enjoy that movie with. You miss those jokes. You know, somebody to make you laugh, somebody to laugh with. It's going to feel lonely at times. That's a side effect of raising your standards. There are going to be pockets where, guess what? You're frustrated. You have to do without. But like I told the young lady at the event, consider the alternative. Consider the alternative where you do have that warm body beside you, but it's bringing you nothing but stress and headaches. It's bringing you nothing but mess. It's disrespectful. Sometimes you got that person in your life and you still made to feel lonely because they're neglecting you, because you're not a priority. Too many times we get caught up in that moment and we get really frustrated and we act on that frustration, turning it into desperation because we think the alternative is just bliss. No, jumping into anything prematurely, not waiting that time and enduring that frustration, the alternative to that typically is you're getting a lot less than what you deserve. Now, the third, and actually I think is probably one of the most common side effects of finally raising your standards where they should have been, is feeling like you cutting people off too soon. Feeling like your fallback game is way too strong. And let me go ahead and correct that right now. The only time that you cutting people off too soon or your fallback game is too strong is, one, in the beginning, if it's all based on some kind of fear or some kind of undealt with damage or unhealed wound from something that happened in the past, or two, once you're in a relationship and this is the first sign of trouble. First, or even I would say even second, and it's not a deal breaker, and the guy that you're with is willing to work on it with you, like he's all in. It ain't just you fighting for the relationship. He's right there with you saying, let's figure this out. What do we need to do? And he's serious and he's genuine. If you cutting that off, yeah, your fallback game is way too strong. You tripping. But one of the side effects of finally putting your standards where they should have been a long time ago is that you're no longer dealing with BS. You're no longer entertaining BS like what you're used to. And of course, relative to the fact that in the past, you've always given too many chances, you waited too long, you wasted too much time. Now this new thing is going to feel like maybe I'm doing too damn much. Especially whenever you add in the fact you got friends or family that's going to chime in and say, man, you switch up. Like one woman came to me and said her mama told her she switch her men like she switch her drawers. And I'm like, it's better than like switch your man like you switch your drawers than it is to have to raise a man that have to know how to put on drawers because he's still a little adolescent mentally, basically wearing Pampers to raise them.
And I agree with that like 100%. Like, you have your family members or people who will come to you and say, whoa, I've been married. Yeah, I've been married for 12 years. I've been married for 30 years, 40 years. Like, no. And then they look at a woman who has been divorced numerous times. Like, she changes her panties. Well, he says drawers. I don't think women wear drawers, but panties. She changes her panties numerous times. Yeah, I'm going to change my panties because if you're not treating me right, yeah, I'm getting a divorce. Especially now, especially with this place called We the People. I got my divorce for $4.99. $499. How about that? Of course, I had to pay some of the court fees. The court fee was like $125. Yo, but it's so easy to get out of the marriages, especially if you don't have like property and all this stuff connected and all of this. But if you come in with your stuff and he comes in with his, come on now, this divorce thing is easy because a lot of times, once a man, he feels that he married you, now he has you as his wife, that's when the abuse starts. But like I told you, ladies, the moment he come out of pocket, I don't give a flying freaks whether we're married or not. Yo, hold up. Baby. You need to pump the brakes, slow your roll, because I'm not going for that. And the moment he does something, because they're going to test you, you could trust and believe he's going to try to come in at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, and see if you down with that. No. Where were you? Don't sit up here and tell me that. No. See, that's how ebony women are, African American women are. No, you're not going to do no crazy nonsense like that. But these other, how you say, races of women, Not to try to down them or anything or downplay them, but they, to be honest, and I gotta keep it real, you Caucasian women, you freaking Indians or whatever the hell you people are, no, you are the reason we don't have, and I'm gonna try to say this slowly, you are the reason we don't have good men and men who are willing to do right. You're the reason. Because ebony women, African American women, we have the right idea. And like I say, and I've said this a couple of my videos, if we're ever going to make America great again, we have got to start with, ain't nowhere in the world. Women, first of all, we have the power, honey. It's called the power of the PUSSY. Trust and believe. Listen to Deborah Cooper. Go on her on YouTube, The Power of the Pussy. Okay? And I don't like to talk like that. But check out Deborah Cooper. She's going to school you like you've never been schooled in your life. But the Caucasian women, European women, all these outside women, you're the reason why we don't have good men. You're the reason. Am I blatant? No, I got to keep it real. Sheila True Love, come on now. You're sitting up here putting up with all this nonsense. He's sitting up here talking about threesomes and coming home past 12 o'clock at night, and you don't have nothing to say about it. You putting up with, he doesn't have a job, because you see, ebony women, 9 times out of 10, if you see an ebony woman who's putting up with a man who ain't got no job, that ebony woman is mentally ill. She's nuts. She's a freaking drug addict. She's a drug addict. Which is pretty much the same thing when you see all these women putting up with this. Oh my God. I have my hands put to my face right now. They're all women they're drug addicts. They're bipolar. They're schizophrenic. They're full-blown alcoholics. They're ADD, HD. Something is freaking wrong with these women. But when you're dealing with women who are healthy, mentally healthy, who have a healthy self-esteem, women who have common sense, women who are educated, ain't nowhere in the world good women could put up with this crazy nonsense. The only type of women who put up with this, and most of them, let me tell you for real, they're dope smokers. They smoke, what they call it, weed, bud, whatever, dope. Because when you get those pamphlets and you look through them, they call marijuana, weed, or whatever, they call it dope. You have to be a dope to be smoking that. You're not a chimney. You don't have the smoke will come out of your head and go, no, God created you a human being. You're ingesting that smoke. It's doing damage to your organs. It's screwing you up. It's messing you up. It causes you, let me tell you what I've noticed about people who smoke dope, weed. They have ADD. Their attention deficit disorder. They can't pay attention for too long of what you're saying to them. They automatically just drift. Check this out for yourself. They drift. Or the conversation, check this out too, about dope smokers. They're all over the place. They never stick to a topic. They're freaking all over the place. And then they want to sit here and talk about, well, it's from the earth and it doesn't do any damage okay, sweetheart. I understand. Yeah, okay then. Yeah. But like Derek Jackson says, yeah. No.
Much rather you give hella dudes a first chance to get it right and cut their ass off, as opposed to getting with a guy that you got to give a 20th, 21st, 22nd chance. So it's going to feel like you cutting them all too soon because you got used to holding on too long.
Yeah, this is some crazy nonsense. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. It's me, Sheila True Love. Truly loving you, always looking out, and you always have a choice. As you know, I try to end my videos that way. You always have a choice, sweetheart. And I'm hoping to God that you choose wisely. Okay, until next time, talk to you later.